We are back for part 2 of influencers getting exposed for being creepy. There are a lot more influencers out there that have been exposed in the past for inappropriate behavior, from YouTubers to TikTokers. Today on the show we're covering them all, but first if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like button, we'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's begin. In at number 10, Zoe Laverne. This 20-year-old TikTok star may have had dreams of becoming more famous through the app, but thanks to an exchange of private Instagram DMs being made public, she's become more famous for all the wrong reasons. A while back we had discussed the texts that were leaked between Zoe's ex and his new girlfriend. Within those messages, the accusations that Zoe had acted inappropriately with a minor arose, and thus the litany of backlash followed. A few days after, she went live on her Instagram and attempted to address the accusations. She insisted that while she has a young fan base, she would never act inappropriately with them. When apologizing for the kiss that was actually captured on camera though, Zoe said, "I am sincerely sorry, like genuinely sorry. It is a mistake that I will never make again, and it was a choice that was not the best choice in the entire world to make. And it was something that bothers me still to this day. I'm really sorry again." But at that point, it was a little too late. In at number 9, Buddy Haynes. Without a doubt, TikTok did the right thing when banning this account. His creepy post towards young girls is what prompted the Federal Trade Commission to get involved, stating that by allowing underage people to use the platform, TikTok had violated the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. This then resulted in a $5.7 million settlement. So as you can imagine, TikTok realized that they were really going to need to crack down or else lose even more money and ruin the reputation in the process. Before he was even banned though, we had victims of his emailing us with full accounts of exactly what nefarious things this man was up to. Thankfully, TikTok did ban him, but that doesn't mean that more people like him won't pop up in the future. If anyone online makes you feel uncomfortable as this man made so many feel, you should take screenshots and report the accounts. In at number 8, Dalton Armstrong. Dalton, who goes by Lucifer or Ira the Fallen on TikTok, currently has about 63,000 followers on the platform, but his account has been set to private. Jamie Correll, who keeps a watchdog account of predatory TikTok users, was one of the first to report Dalton but became concerned after TikTok did nothing. One of the claims was that he had been flirting with underage people, and in response Dalton said, "She told me she was 18 and I believed her. She's out here now talking about how I knew she was 17 and I was talking to her and stuff. I'm a 22-year-old, I've been around the block a few times, I'm not going to talk to a kid." However, in addition to this, an ex-girlfriend of Armstrong said that she began receiving DMs from other users alleging that he had been sending explicit messages to young girls on the platform for many years. In at number 7, Adam Blampied. Adam is a 30-something British YouTuber that has had his own channel about pro wrestling. From there, the channel What Culture hired him onto their team and he basically ran their wrestling video department. He was the face of a majority of their content, even having video titles with his name in it. You don't just do that unless you draw people in, and with this sudden growth of popularity, Adam unfortunately used it to exploit his own fans. This can be all found in an apology of his that I would read, but it's a little too long for this video. Essentially, he asked his fans to send him nudes and would say that he and his girlfriend had an open relationship. Unfortunately, they were not in an open relationship, and even though he did apologize for doing this, the damage was already done. In number 6, Sebastian Kretzmann. Sebastian, who is better known by their username of Radical Seb, came under fire after they were accused of sending graphic and explicit messages to underage fans, including suggesting certain acts that they wanted to perform. Kretzmann had built a big following of more than 330,000 followers on TikTok, but once people started duetting his apology video for these inappropriate actions, it was game over. Kretzmann admitted to making explicit comments to an underage boy during a video call, and despite knowing the boy was only 15, they continued to make lewd comments. In Sebastian's apology, they said, "I didn't think that was going to make this person feel uncomfortable because I'm friends with them and I'm just being myself in the friend group. I feel completely disgusted and feel bad. I made people feel uncomfortable, what I said was wrong and I feel bad about it, I am sorry." In number 5, Austin Jones. Austin was a musician and active YouTuber from 2007 to 2017, and I say was because now he is serving time for misconduct involving minors. In the time that his channel was active, Austin had amassed over 500,000 subscribers. Using his newfound fame, he would knowingly speak to underage girls while attempting to elicit photos from them, often telling them that they were so lucky to even be speaking with him, which really creates a position of power in the dynamic and just feeds his own ego. On February 8, 2019, his YouTube channel was terminated, and on May 3, 2019, Austin Jones was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison for his crimes. In number 4, Sam Pepper. Back in 2015, Sam felt the full wrath of the internet. 100,000 people signed a petition to have him banned from the platform because he staged a horrific prank. Does common sense even exist anymore? Because when I read this guy's story, I really don't think so. You see, at the beginning of the video, he said, and I quote, "Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being killed in front of him. My guess is, not well." In the video, he tricks one half of the Vine duo Sam and Colby that their best friend just died, which is just So messed up, I don't even have the words for it. And this isn't even the first time though that he exposed just how creepy he was. He had another prank video where he groped women in public using a fake hand and then defended himself by saying that it was just a social experiment. I'm sure. In number 3, Onision. His real name is Gregory Jackson, and he started his YouTube page under the name Onision back in 2006. He was amongst the first wave of people uploading to the channel and built a loyal audience as a result. But by 2012, he was being banned by YouTube's VidCon for some terrible remarks that he had made about his ex-girlfriend online. His behavior in videos following became more and more disturbing though, even filming a woman that was having a mental breakdown, you know, instead of helping her like a normal person. Onision also allegedly engaged in misconduct involving minors as well. Just so many shady things about this guy, and I'm actually quite stunned that he hasn't spent any time in jail yet. In at number 2, EDP445. YouTuber EDP445, who has 2 million subscribers, was really caught trying to meet up with a minor. His real name is Brian Moreland, and another YouTuber known for filming these sting operations recently released footage catching the YouTuber in 4K.
Climbed through her window, you said you want to punish her, you sent graphic photos, you asked for graphic photos, and here you are, walking to the apartment.
They even catch him admitting to the crime on camera, which, I mean, kudos to these guys for being able to stop a predator before he victimizes another innocent person.
Okay. I have a phone, a pen in my pocket, right? Okay. And you threatened, by the way. You threatened the 13-year-old. I did. I have a phone, a pen in my pocket.
Brian had initially shot to fame when he became known as the loud Philadelphia Eagles fan who would release rants about the team. Following this video though coming out, the Bakersfield police have confirmed that they will be investigating the matter. However, as of right now, no charges have been laid. Strangely enough though, the day before the sting took place, EDP had posted a video on his second channel saying that he was going to be deleting every video on his main channel. This isn't even the first time that he's been accused of this as well. Previously, he was accused of talking to underage girls by YouTuber Cold Raven, who created a series of videos accusing Moreland of messaging them on Instagram, even posting screenshots of their interactions with Cold Raven pretending to be the underage girl himself. Regardless of charges being laid or not right now, it's certainly safe to say that his YouTube career is done. And last but certainly least, in our number 1 spot, ProJared. Back in 2019, popular YouTube gaming creator ProJared was accused of soliciting nude photos from fans, and 2 of them were underage. In addition to that, his ex-wife Heidi O'Farrell also accused him of insolent behavior after they announced that they were filing for divorce. This is really what sparked a lot of others to come forward with their feelings about Jared as well. Fans said that he would often send unsolicited and explicit photos of himself to them via Snapchat, and according to his ex, he had been doing this for years. She confirmed on Twitter saying, "It's also true that he had been soliciting news from his fans for years. I was there. In the beginning it was a joke on Tumblr. Then it was its own Tumblr account just for news. It was ostensibly a body positive space for consenting adults, and I approved on that basis. It kept escalating secretly. He started his Snapchat for getting news from fans without telling me. I found out via a fan comment. I felt pressured to allow it even though I was uncomfortable. Anytime I gave him an inch, he took a mile." Well folks, that's been the top 10 influencers exposed for being creepy part 2, and before we get out of here, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled Lil Uzi Vert loses $24 million diamond, Logan Paul caught stealing, and Nicole Scherzinger sued. Brittany says, "I agree with Nicole, I definitely think she did more than the other girls and is really the only one anyone remembers." I mean, kinda true. Kinda true. Justin Graves says, "Everybody knew he'd lose the diamond." Yeah, I mean, it was just a matter of time, right? Just a matter of time. That's why the insurance was honestly pretty smart of them. John Twell says, "Obscene for someone to decorate their goofy face with a $24 million diamond when others are starving. What an ego." Yeah, it is a little strange of a flex to be like, I'm just gonna wear, you know, the cure for poverty on my forehead. $24 million, imagine what that money could have done. But hey, it's his money, he earned it, let him do what he wants with it, I guess. Cecilia Big says, "I'm all for YouTube requiring a photo of your ID to have a channel. It would be cool if they had a separate platform for teens and another for 12 and under. They really gotta fix their copyright issues first before doing anything new though." This is very true. YouTube does have a lot of issues, and they are such a large company that is constantly getting video. I can't even imagine the number of videos that get uploaded a day, but some sort of identification process for people under 18 would definitely come in handy. Only One Clover says, "My man, you need to shave." Hey dude, relax. I'm busy. I'll get to it. You guys are always so pressed about my facial hair. But guys, that's today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy YouTube, or at least try.